gentlemen, boys and girls, Buckeye fans of all ages, the Ohio Podcast proudly brings to you the Buckeye Lounge. I'm your host, the Schrock Star, Shaun Schrock. With me, as always, my partner in crime, the Windy City Slayer, the Wolverine Slayer herself, Miss TG. And tonight, we have a very special guest. Now, this guy's kind of new to the podcasting scene, but you know what? This guy is a future star, and he's all about that business. Please welcome, making his podcast, Buckeye Lounge debut, Mr. Buckeye Bill. Buckeye Bill, welcome to the show, my brother.
Thank you, family, for allowing me to put my feet up in the lounge and chill out with you guys. Buckeye Nation, we about that business. My whole platform is about you guys and listening to what you have to say. I'm just looking forward to this experience because when I listened to you the first 10, 15 times, I said, "Oh, he's about that business. I need to be about that business with him." So thank you for allowing me to come on and chop it up with you about our Buckeyes and just to share with Buckeye Nation what we do.
Hey, Bill, why don't you give everybody a little rundown since you're making your debut here? Some people might not know you, but let them know where your show's at. And please just, how'd you become a Buckeye fan, man? Tell us a little bit about yourself so we get to know Bill. Buckeye
let's
Bill.
let's start let's start with just becoming a Buckeye fan. I grew up as a Buckeye fan. I used to be in the stadium. Cold kid, dispatch, yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
We talking the 70s. You know, I ain't gonna say my age, whatever. My point is I watched Byers. I've watched all the players from Byers all the way up. I remember Byers and everybody else along the way. And I just I actually got my family. Me and my brother used to sell dispatch and coke at the Ohio Stadium, but nobody cared about Ohio Stadium. Now everybody in my family are bucked up. You see what I'm saying? So it's a thing. I'm talking about when they're born, they have to get a what do you call them? A twosie,
A onesie.
threesies, a
Onesie.
onesie, whatever they call them.
Yeah.
They have to have that coming out of the hospital. So they was, what they said was like, you've been loving the Buckeyes for so long, and you know a little bit about them. Why don't you just get out there and just enjoy yourself? I'm retired, so you know, I got enough time to spend with you guys, Buckeye Nation. Cause like I said, again, we bucked up.
Well, you're on Facebook right now. Is there any other platforms you're on right now, or you just Facebook right now?
Well, right now we don't go live until November the 8th.
Okay.
So a lot of the content that we're sending out are like recordings, like practice, like Allen Iverson type of stuff.
Mhm.
Practice make perfect. So we're just getting some content together and you know muddling through it, but we're not going to put out anything that don't make sense. So up until November the 8th, we are going to just keep putting little snippets, some reels, a few cause on Saturdays we like to just do at 10 a.m. folks can call in. We posted at 11 a.m. before the games, and then we go at 10 a.m. and you can call in, and then we'll post the nightcap at 11 o'clock.
Okay.
So that's what we try. Those are just recordings. I'd love for anyone who wants to just chime in, please just send me. send me a messenger. We'll send you the link. You can call in. You can talk about any one of your teams. Indiana, awesome. Um, whatever happened at Penn State, it's your show. So, but going forward, we like to encompass, you know, all the sports as far as the NBA, college basketball, of course. March Madness is going to be crazy. So there's a lot of things that you and I, the Buckeye Nation, should look forward to and understand it. Yes, sir.
I'm not gonna lie, it's actually really great to hear about your podcast, and I'm actually looking forward to listening to it too. If everybody's wondering where my attention is, it's like, guys, there's been so many stories coming out about the Buckeye players and Buckeyes in general. Like, I got some big news about Jimmy saying that I just saw. I'm gonna share it with y'all later, but trust me, it's great news actually.
If you guys haven't heard, Buck Vader, our great producer, the third member of our tribe here, the third amigo, he's been dropping some knowledge on the Patreon message boards, and this guy is
Hmm.
he's sourced up,
Fire.
and he's been on fire lately. Dropping the Brandon Rogers sitting out, gonna transfer. I mean, man, then we've heard that Padilla and Integra are freaking battling it out for this week, since it's a bye week. They're battling out, and whoever wins in practice is going to start. So I would not be surprised if come next game we see Josh Padilla starting at right guard.
Wow. Wow. That's an excellent take, man, because he's been, climbing and getting in shape. See, what he wasn't in shape. He has the skill set. He just wasn't in shape, and he was kind of injured. So now that he's there, yeah, that's a good take, is what I would say.
Now, TG, who would you rather see, Tager or Padilla at right guard?
I honestly would rather see Padilla, but here's the thing: when I went back and watched the game against Wisconsin, he had his own struggles against Wisconsin's D line as well. So it's not like he's perfect either. Like Tegra, he has his own set of faults he needs to get better at. So I listened to some people talking about it and said, Padilla, they would love to see him go to center and
Mm-hmm.
have Carson slide out to guard because he's great at center. He's having a heck of a season at center. But as a guard, that man is elite. And it's
He's
like,
a beast.
yeah, like for a fact you want that instead. But I think like with the year he's having at center, they don't want to mess with that. So it's like, you know what? Keep him at center. He's having a great year.
Now,
Um,
TG, let me ask you a question. I don't want to stop you, but if they put him in guard, do you think that our running attack would open up a little bit better?
I would. This is what I was about to get to. Actually, I think he's better
Okay,
at run blocking than Tegra, and I think that's great. But when it comes
right.
to pass blocking, he's got
Not
some.
so much. Yes.
Yeah, like he's still got some stuff he needs to work out. He's good, but he ain't better than Tegra right now. Like he needs to work on some stuff. Now if I wanted to say who I would want to replace Tegra as far as pass blocking, I would say it was Ethan, but I don't know what'd be going on with him because from what I've been hearing with Ohio State coaches and everybody who's been to these practices, like Ethan's been amazing, but I don't know what. But Shaun, you had brought up something about how since we lost Justin Fry, that
Mm-hmm.
they've changed how they might have changed some things regarding the blocking, so it may take time. Because I would say this with Tegra under Justin Fry in the playoffs, he got very much better. Like he played better, he blocked better. He blocked in the passing game better. He blocked in the run game a lot better. He was better. And it's like now that you have a new offensive line coach and you're learning something new, could that be something that's messing with him? It could be because you're so used to being taught the Justin Fry way. And look, it's not to say like as if Tyler Bowen's a bad offensive line coach. Like the dude's been a great offensive line coach when he coached offensive line. He was really good at it. It's just that he may have different methods from Justin Fry. But here would be my thing if I'm Tyler Bowen. I would add what Justin Fry taught and keep it that way, but also add some of my own stuff while I'm at it, while helping these guys evolve their game instead of just outright changing it. Because we talked about it with Luke Fickle and um what he's done with Wisconsin, where it's like, dude, you outright change the offense and this entire team instead of just keeping the offense the way it is and building off it. I think that's what you would have to do. And if there's another way they want to, help this offensive line continue to grow, I would say bring in Sam Pittman, former
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas
Thank
head
you.
coach.
Wow,
Bring him
wow.
in. Bring him
That's
in.
a banger.
Bring him
That's
in.
a
I don't care if
banger.
it's as an analyst, because the great thing is analysts can coach now. And that man has been coaching the offensive line for years. He is
Exactly.
a guru
Yeah.
at offensive line. You get him to be a part of your offensive line coaching, that offensive line will take off, in my opinion, because he's going to help this offensive line in so many ways. I promise you that dude is guru at offensive line. Hire him and you got your offensive line set.
Now, one thing I did notice, guys, though, with our offensive line so far, we have struggled when you look at the defensive lines that are smaller and athletic,
Yeah.
that were quicker. That Wisconsin guy, that defensive tackle, wasn't the biggest guy, but he was so athletic and he was hitting the gap so quick that Taggart couldn't get a hand on him. And that was his
Yeah.
I mean, the bigger guys we handled just fine because they're a little slower, but these quicker guys give us fits.
Yeah, they were so elusive,
Yeah.
man, and the ability to adjust hasn't been taught yet, but they have, like she said, Pittman, bring him in.
Mm-hmm.
He will show them how to move their feet. They don't have to be a gazelle, but he can show them how to move their feet to block those little small defensive ends that's slithering right by
Yep.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Move your feet. Move your feet.
Exactly.
What say you?
Oh, yeah.
I,
I say the same thing because that's what he teaches these guys all the time, especially. Like, when you talk to the offensive lineman that Sam Pittman is coach, Jesus Christ. And when you've seen them play in the NFL, you're like,
Right.
bro,
Exactly. See,
give me that offensive line coach.
as soon as I saw he got fired from Arkansas, I was on the board screaming. I was screaming on the college, please bring Pittman in, please.
I'm just
Bring him
saying.
in. Bring him in. Like,
I'm
listen, when
just
you got the
saying,
opportunity to bring in
Pittman
coaches
in.
like that, bring them in. Bring them in.
Yes, exactly. I mean, you have the ability to do it, so why not do it? Put him on the staff. See if it works. You see what I'm saying? See if you can bring in another brain onto the staff that can help and make your offensive line be solidified. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
I'm
I
just
mean,
saying.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Because we got to protect him.
Hey, Tyler brought up something too. Is like the tackles were kind of struggling as well. And give this to Wisconsin. They have a great defensive line. Say whatever you want about this team and their offense, and even their secondary. Like, their secondary is terrible, but their front seven is elite. I'm sorry to tell people
They
that
always
their
are.
front seven are elite. It's just that this team is
Yeah.
not built to like win games. Like, they have an elite front seven. They do need to fix their secondary, but if they can build their offense back to where it was and then add on the air raid, because look at Ohio State. When Ryan Day first got here as the offensive coordinator, we kept the run game and he did that very well. But then we added the passing game and our offense became a different offense to a point where it was such a suffocation to go against this offense because you have to worry about both the run and the pass. Like, if Wisconsin could somehow become more like that, then yeah, they would have been some. But I don't think that was going to work out for Fickle because I'm like, dude, you changed it too much too early.
Well,
Like, no.
I feel bad for Fick, man, because this is the third year in a row that he's brought in a quarterback, a transfer quarterback, and the guy hasn't even lasted 2 games. He's gotten injured for the year.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, they were on their 4th quarterback, man. Your 4th-string quarterback. I really don't care how good your team is. When you got your 4th-string quarterback and they were down to like maybe their 2nd or 3rd-string running back, I mean, you're going to suffer. So, I mean,
On my
You
take on him,
absolutely
on
are.
Fickle, let me tell you something. He should have stayed in Cincinnati because he was getting some good players. He was getting excellent players.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he had a pipeline. I know that ambition gets in the way of actually your future, but his ambition, he should have waited for Day to go
Uh-huh.
to the NFL or this, that, and the other to happen. He should have stayed at Cincinnati because he was producing like a Sauce Gardners and other
yeah.
worlds and things of that nature. So I mean, he had what it took because people was gravitating to Cincinnati. They're not coming all the way up to Wisconsin. It's
It's cold
cold
up.
up there. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I mean, let's be realistic. You go out to play in cold weather in the NFL, so that ain't much of an excuse.
But that's not the point. Kids. We talking kids now. We talking about young adolescents just coming into their own, leaving their mama house from Florida, going
Yeah.
up to Wisconsin without no coat on.
What do you think
That's
happens
all
here
I'm
at
saying.
Ohio State and in Chicago? Like when the winter happens, a full snowstorm, bro, it get real cold over here. So like
It don't get that cold in Ohio like it does in
Yeah.
Chicago or
Wisconsin,
up there in
Minnesota.
West
yeah,
Minnesota.
maybe
Come
not, but
on.
you're gonna have to play in those weathers when you get to the NFL because
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
teams are gonna tell you,
Get
listen here, it
activated.
don't matter that you're playing in Florida because you're gonna have to come. When
Right,
you go
but
to
you
the
gotta get
NFL,
your body
You,
got to get acclimated. So if you come up there with no jacket on, you be freezing.
yeah.
And that's what
And you know
happened.
what'd be funny is like Ohio State. I learned this. Like I've seen this with Tressel, Urban, and like Ryan Day. They make them go out there and play it out there with no jacket on.
Right.
They make them practice out
Exactly.
there. They're like, nah,
Right.
y'all not finna
Right.
get no jacket. Y'all not finna act like y'all some
Right.
cupcakes today. Y'all finna go out there.
Right.
Y'all just finna practice. No
Y'all
coat.
ain't in no dome. Y'all don't play in the dome. You play in the shoe.
well, I
You
mean,
play-
Dorian Grant told the story when Urban had his first practice. It was in middle of winter, and they all showed up at the gym, and t-shirts and everything. And he told them to go out. No, we're going outside to practice. You guys got to earn your way inside. So I mean, those boys were practicing in snow and freaking shorts and a t-shirt and freezing their behinds off. Oh yeah. So
yeah, who lost their black stripes? I thought they
We had a couple
who
players. I know one of them was Tavian St. Clair.
right. Yes.
There was
Mhm.
another player. I think it was Nick McLarty, which I don't know how, if from what I've been hearing, but but
Okay.
but yeah, no, he did. And then there were a couple other players. I think it was in the secondary on the defense that there were a couple
Right.
players that lost their black stripe. So there's been a couple players, and it's actually been great to see that we have younger guys really coming around, really stepping up, really getting
Yeah,
their
we're
black
gonna
stripes
need them
stepping
next
on.
year.
Not
So
only
you got
just
you
next
got
year, but this year because you got an NFL season.
this year too. Right. Exactly. Yes. Yes, ma'am.
I mean, if you look, man, this year's freshman class that came in, and last year's freshman class, I mean, these guys have been producing, man. I mean, our future for next year and beyond that, I mean, I don't want to get ahead of the train, put the cart in front of the horse here. But man, people should be worrying about this Ohio State dynasty that's being built right now because it's getting nasty for other teams, man.
Don't let us repeat. Cause I'm in the ATL, baby. And Georgia, man, I'm telling you how many red trucks flying around with Georgia. Oh, So my point is, I can't take it. I just can't take it. You feel me?
Oh,
Yeah.
But when
yeah.
they throw that in my face, we went back to back.
Don't let
Well,
us
we can go
repeat.
back to back.
Don't let us repeat this year. And if we
Don't let us
repeat the next
repeat,
year,
because then we
don't
gonna go
let us.
for 3.
Yeah, and
So
if we go
watch
for
what you
3 and
say
we
to me.
3,
Watch
and if
what
we
you
go
say.
for 3, y'all
Yeah,
finna really be shutting up at
that's
that
that's
point.
that's what's up. That's what's
Yeah.
up.
All right, guys. I want to get your guys' takes on so far what we've seen so far from Ohio State. Which which position group do you think needs the most work, and which one do you think has played the best so far?
I
And
mean,
since
do you mean other than special
Come on.
teams?
other than special teams, I mean like linemen, linebackers, secondary, receiver, quarterback, offensive line, running back, tight end. If you guys are looking at a position group, which do you think needs the most improvement on each side of the? I mean, is there a position group on the defense that needs it, one on the offense, or do you think maybe there's two bad position groups on one side of the ball?
Once there's only, I mean, other than the kicker, obviously, you're talking about maybe the running back room needs to step up a little more. But for granted, we're not really, because I see with our running game, we're doing so much predictable stuff. Now we still run the ball kind of well, but it's like we could do so much more in the run game than what we're doing now. As a matter of fact, I want to lay you guys out this stat: forced missed tackles by Ohio State running backs this season. Bo Jackson has the most at 13. Not shocking. Isaiah West has 7 with the fewest games he played, so he's second. But James Peoples is right there with him at 6, so like he's one right there.
He be
And
falling down though, like Master Tito.
yeah,
Go ahead.
here's the
Go ahead.
problem with this one is like he needs to learn how to keep his footing up because if he keeps his
Right.
footing up, he's got so much room.
Right.
And we've
Right.
seen him do it before. I don't know what's going on with him, but this man really can force missed tackles, and he has been playing a little more, showing he's been getting better. So at least you're getting better. Keep getting better, and you may be able to do more. And then CJ Donaldson is last with 2. And what's funny is this guy's our power back, who in the power back situations he actually does get the yardage. So even though he ain't breaking tackles, at least you're even though he ain't breaking the most tackles, at least you're actually like contributing in some fashion.
Well, I would say this: our offensive line, and I was just gonna, the take on our running back core. Those are the ones. Our defense is stellar.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care. We the best. We threw an O up there. Come on now. How many other teams out there did an offer?
We got two of
So
them. We got 2 of them.
2 of them exactly. That's what I said. We did offers. My point is our offensive line. They need to get more coached up into moving their feet in order to protect on the passing game, but they need to go forward on the power game and our running backs. So that's what I see where we're actually lacking at.
Mm-hmm.
And again, like I said, as far as what we do best is throw the ball to our receivers, Carnell Tate and Jeremiah Smith. You got wait a
And
minute.
Brandon Ennis. Even though he's
And
not
Mr.
getting his
Ennis.
and even
Yes.
though no matter how much people want to trash him, listen here, he's not going to get the ball a lot because some people are priving to take him away. And also not Carnell, Jeremiah Smith, and they forget about Carnell. And the way the
Right.
offense Ryan Day has it set up is he's going to get Carnell and Jeremiah the ball on the outside because we've been begging him to start getting the outside guy out involved a little more, just like he does with the slot receiver. But this year, because of how much of a freak Carnell has been, he's getting the outside guys more involved than he's getting the
I give
slot
him a
receiver.
lot of props.
Yeah, and with the slot receiver, you're gonna see Brandon Innes get his moment. So I would encourage everybody be patient with Brandon because it's not like he sucks, guys. Like he's
No, he's
great.
not horrible. He's not horrible. No.
To me,
You
I
know,
think
you
he's
know
I
the
think he's
good
a
thing
lot like
about
a
it.
Mecca Buka. I think he's a lot like a Mecca Buka because he can run outside routes too. He doesn't just
Exactly.
do
That's
slot;
what I
he
was
can
gonna
run on the
say.
outside. He can do that.
Yeah. And then you got to understand, they're training. They
Mm-hmm.
bringing him along really, really good, saying to see the field.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
He
yeah.
has 3 weapons out there. You got to see the whole field.
Oh yeah.
So with that being said, he knows when Jeremiah's being double coverage or Ennis is getting the over the top, and then he sees Carnell Tate almost empty, like he's in a zone,
Mm-hmm.
and he just dumps it off. If Sand wasn't watching film and doing like a Murray and Cardinals, you're watching PlayStation, then I would say, oh man, he don't know what he's doing. But he
Mm-hmm.
is learning, and they are spoon feeding him. They ain't force feeding him. They
Nope.
spoon feeding them knowledge to be able to pay attention because it ain't the beginning of the season that you got to worry about. It's the end of the season when we go to the playoffs, and now we're playing whoever they say we need to play. Our first game needs to be at Ohio State, period.
Or bye.
Bar, bar none.
Yeah.
Stop there. So our job is to get home field advantage for that first playoff game
Or get a bye week.
or a bye week.
Oh,
I don't really want a bye week.
so,
I want them to continue to be playing because I want them to continue to hone their skills. And go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you this real quick. If Ohio State peaks the way I think they should, I don't think it would be that big of a deal if they had a bye week for this reason. Because when should you be peaking?
at the end.
Right.
At the,
Think about it with Ohio State. If you go undefeated and you meet Indiana in the Big Ten title game, that's the first game you start peaking. because the Big Ten title game is the postseason game. That's the first game you start. Now, yeah, you're gonna have a bye week where you won't have to do it, but guess what? Having that game where you peak at that point, it'll continue, because we've seen where in the college football playoffs you've had bye weeks that went even longer than what you've seen with the 25 weeks. Like, we've seen bye weeks that have gone longer, even back in the 14 playoffs with
exactly
like with LSU
they
in
go for
2019.
months, and
Like LSU in 2019, they peaked in the final 4 games of the season. They peaked in the rivalry game, their SEC title game. They had a bye week, obviously getting all the way to the semifinals, and that's when they continued to peak even after the bye week, and the national title game. For Ohio State, you're peaking in the Big Ten title game. If you make it there, you peak in the Big Ten title game. You peak in the final 3 games of the postseason of the playoffs, which would be the quarterfinals, semifinals, and the national title game. That's where you peak.
Well, if you look, I mean, last year that's what they did. I mean, we had that.
Except they peaked in the first round. They peaked in the first round, and then they continue.
I mean, that's what I want. I mean, you want to be playing your best football come November going into the playoffs, because that's when, that's when you really want to turn it on. One thing we also forget, people are, there's only one football to go around, guys. And now we have Max Clare, which is another weapon.
Bro, our tight end room is the best.
About him.
Bro, our tight end, let me tell you something. Our tight end room is the best in college football, and we forget about, and we be forgetting that too. Right, it's like with Max Clare there now, Randy Ennis is not going to see a lot of targets. As a matter of fact, like how much Ohio State has been using 4 or 5 tight end packages, you're not going to see the slot guy get used that much either. So it's like when you see him get used, it's when they need him.
Well, we've been using the running backs a lot out of the backfield. I noticed our running game's not doing the best running the ball, but they're doing an extension of the small little dump off pass to Bo or CJ, and James,
Isaiah.
James has been the third down back. It seems like that's kind of his niche now. He's the third down back. I notice they trust him running the screens in that.
I'm seeing Wes come into his own. As a freshman, he's coming into his own. It's like he's like saying, "Bo, I'm here too."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know what you can do, but I'm here too.
Guys, one thing that people forget, last year, the coaching staff, there was 2 coaches on that coaching staff. They didn't say who they were publicly, but they said Isaiah West was the best running back in the country last year as a, high school. And they wanted him over anybody, and they couldn't believe that, he was only given, I think he ended up a 4-star, but people said he was overlooked. So they were ecstatic when they got him and Bo Jackson, and we can see why now.
Oh, yeah, because, I think we both knew it. Like, I still think James Peoples will become our 3rd best running back, and not to mention, like, if he's our 3rd best, like, I think he has some of that J.K. Dobbins. He's not as good as J.K., but he has some of that Dobbins.
Giving me some Dobbins now.
No, I'm saying he has
some Dobbins. So Dobbins is about that business now. He about that business. No.
This is what I'm saying. He has pieces. I ain't saying he's as good as Dobbins, but he has some skill sets similar to Dobbins. And he has the potential to be a great running back. He just needs to get back to being consistent, because last year he was great when he came in as 3rd running back. I don't know what changed this year, but I think but he's slowly but surely starting to come back around to where he was last year. It's just that if he could continue doing that, I think our running back room would be the best in the country. Where you have 3 dynamic running backs.
Do you think he might be a little dinged up or something? Because he was not spectacular last year.
Good.
But when he did come in, you'd be like, Peoples. You know what I'm saying? But now this year, it looks like he's like Master Teague, falling down and not, like you said, not having his footing and things of that nature. So
if you look, there's a difference when you see Bo Jackson compared to Peoples or Donaldson running the ball. Bo's got that burst to him. James had a burst to him last year. He doesn't have it this year. So I don't know if he got injured or we don't know.
He could be a little injured, and they just don't say anything about it. It just is like there might be something going on there, but you never know, of course. Like they don't come out and say who's injured all the time. They don't, so you don't know.
Right.
And I'm going to actually give you guys a little stat about saying, do you guys know most consecutive games, 70% completion percentage, 2 passing touchdowns? He has 6, and he's active. Do you know the other quarterbacks that have had that?
I would say Stroud.
No.
You talking about Ohio State quarterbacks?
No, quarterbacks in general since the 2000s.
Right. 2000. Since the 2000s?
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Lawrence.
No.
No.
Baker Mayfield.
No.
I wasn't close.
Aaron Murray.
I'm gonna tell you the names: Kyler Murray, Trevor Lawrence, Joe Burrow, and Bo Nix. Joe
See,
Burrow
I
has
don't care
7.
nothing about those people.
Joe Burrow has 7. Murray
I mean,
and
I love
Lawrence
Joe
are
Burrow, though.
tied. Yeah, Lawrence and Murray are tied with Sam right now at 6. Bo Nix
Oh,
has
okay.
13.
Oh, Bo Nix.
Uh huh.
Bo Nix.
Yep,
Man,
those, and guess what? Sayan is a redshirt freshman and he's active right now. So how
Right.
many games do you think he could have with 70+% completion percentage with 2 passing touchdowns?
man. That could be.
Yeah.
He's still got a whole nother year to play.
And this is just the 2000s. This combining all their years together. So the fact that you got that many already, and this is your first year starting, think about how much better he's gonna be this year and next year.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know, we got a quarterback. I'm just saying.
The
That's
quarterback
all I'm
voodoo
talking
Ryan
about
Day.
right now.
I tell you what,
Yeah.
how impressed have we been with his poise, man? I tell you, that kid just
Yeah.
oozes poise. He's a cool customer back there, man. He doesn't get rattled. You don't see him freaking out like you've seen some of these other young quarterbacks. Maybe might be up the road a little bit, but you know, freaking out or
Hey,
yelling at their
we don't
teammates or crying.
discuss the team up north.
Yeah,
You know that, right?
Let's be
Yeah.
realistic about them too, because no matter how much, because people are gonna say, "Oh, they improved after what happened to Washington." I'm like, guys,
Okay, improving is
Washington.
great.
No.
We okay
They
with
did
that?
not improve. They did not improve.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Washington showed up slacking, and Desmond Washington Jr. legit played like Kyler Murray.
bad
Like
Kyler Murray, not good
that.
Kyler Murray.
No,
Bad
like
Kyler
he
Murray.
played like Kyler Murray. Period. Because Kyler Murray is not that great of a quarterback. Now I don't care what anybody say. Now college football quarterback Kyler Murray, sure, he good. NFL
He
quarterback
Tua.
Kyler Murray, he's
He Tua.
trash.
He Tua. You might as well call him Tua then.
That's
You might as
Yeah.
well just call him Tua.
That's how he played in that game, and that Washington team
Right.
looked like they were just
Exactly.
out
Just
of
call
it.
him Tua.
They did not
Yeah.
look good. I'm sorry.
guys.
I feel you on that one. I feel you.
Looking at the rest of our schedule. Our co-host Chris Wilds, shout out to the Wild man. He brought up a good point, and TG, you and I talked a little bit about this, but I want to get Bill's point. With the remaining teams that we have left, it looks like Nico and UCLA might be our toughest game until we get to them bums up north. But looks like Nico might be the best quarterback we're going to face since we just got done facing Luke Altmaier 2 weeks ago. What do you think about that?
Man, look, just like you said, Purdue, come on. I'm not saying that's practice, but that's practice.
Well,
You see
they're
what I'm
much
saying?
better offense than what they were, so let's not underestimate.
Right. But it's still practice for our defense. See, if you see, we got to consider how we go about this to win the national championship. Our defense need practice against offenses that can score. So if we can shut them down or minimize their schemes and things of that nature, good. UCLA, okay. Of course, we got to play Penn State, but UCLA, that's gonna be a sticky game. I mean, again, this is like their second year in the Big Ten.
Yep, but they've been
And
on a roll
so
since
with
they fired their
that
coach.
being said, they've done some tape on us, and they trying to recruit. That team up north cares less. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Because we have to play them in the big house this year, and so it doesn't matter. We will be in the conference championship, and we will win the conference championship.
Yeah. And you know what's even funnier when we talk about it, like with Julian being the leader that he's been, and I think like we're gonna it really does amaze you how great of a leader he is. As a matter of fact, Lincoln Keyholes talked about it and how much Julian's saying it helped him through the darkest time because
Exactly.
he was about. I actually have it pulled up right here, at least the quote. He says, "I was done. I was ready to quit. I didn't think I could do it anymore, but Julian wouldn't let me. He didn't care about competition or depth charts. He cared about me." which tells you how great of a human being Julian Sand really is. I mean, I talked about it on the show. Him and Lincoln both said they wanted to be Buckeyes from the very beginning. That's all they ever cared about.
Right.
That's all they ever
They
cared
grew
about.
up Buckeyes. Right.
Yeah. And it's like
Yeah.
they were like, this dream to be a Buckeye was great. But to hear that Julian saying, like, and this even confirms more about him as a leader, that you showed up when your teammate needed you at his darkest hour, tells you just, and it really tells you just how great of a coach Ryan Day has here. Because these players will be in their darkest moments and we don't know until they come out and talk about it. And it's like to see how not only Ryan Day, but to, like, you see how much these players help each other going through those dark times.
Good character guys. He's recruiting good character guys.
Mhm.
You don't see, like down here in Georgia, everybody driving fast and they running over people and running into stuff, and
Or doing dumb
you don't
stuff.
hear that kind of stuff coming out of Ohio State.
You know.
So I'm not saying that they suppressing it or whatever, but you don't hear that kind of stuff coming out of Ohio State. He's trying to build a culture of good character athletes.
Oh yeah, and do you want to
that's
know?
what I appreciate about Day.
Yeah, that's what you gotta love about Ryan Day and the culture he built. As a matter of fact, they on CBS they did a whole like video about it and how like it's been a game changer for Ohio State entirely, and how he's been able to, and not only that, but how he's been able to like be a legitimate human being. Because back in the day, most coaches would tell you to tough it out. He's been the one that's been more like a father figure to most, and it's like see that has been great. And not only that, but it's like from what I see too, Julian's saying, guess what? He signed a lifetime contract with the Buckeyes.
You know what, guys?
I knew she was gonna say that. Go for it.
Yeah,
go for it.
He says, "I will fight for my beloved Ohio State family today and forever, opening an emotional new era for this legendary team." As the quote pretty much finishes there. I love this. Ryan Day, you built something here spectacular, and it starts with a quarterback like this.
Character that I was telling you about. You bring in good character people, you'll get good characters who will play for you.
Well, and you know what? When the team's closer together, the harder they play for each other. That's what Jim Tressel was known for, was getting his team together as brothers and made them do bonding, exercises together, do events outside of football to make these guys closer together, be friends, be family. I mean, think about Ryan Day. He's a great football coach, but he's an even better human being.
And it's the one thing you can say about him. As a matter of fact, another example would be, because we talked about what Jeremiah Smith, Bo Jackson, and them did on our previous show, Shaun. Remember about how Jeremiah Smith donated some money to orphans and got them tickets to the Ohio State game, and how Bo Jackson made a hospital visit and helped cheer up a young girl in the hospital. Well,
and
Jeremiah
Smith
Smith
be publicized though.
Yeah, no, they don't. But this is what. Yeah, no, but this is the thing. They're not doing it for publication. This is stuff that people are putting out there because they see it. And it's like, and people interview him about it. As a matter of fact, Jeremiah Smith did it today with a poor janitor. He helps her with her flat tire and helps her get her to her house, which is another thing. And it's like, look, it's not like as if they're doing this for attention. They're doing this because they're great human beings. And when you see stories like this pop out, I mean, I even see more stories about Ryan Day, about how him and his family had adopted a kid out of adoption because of I'm not going to talk about like what happened with the kid's family and everything, but let's just say Ryan Day and them wanted to try to nourish this kid and help this kid grow up, this baby that they now have. But also, apparently Ryan Day had also saved a life, apparently. And it was like years ago, which I just like this story is on Facebook, and it happened back in 2007.
Wow. Was you born then?
I was born in 2002, so
hey guys, Jim Van Zoost. I'm sorry if I got your name wrong, brother. But he asked the question: would you rather Scum lose 3 games before the game, or have us knock them out of the playoffs in November? So
say that one more time.
Would you rather Michigan lose the next 3 games?
Don't say Michigan. What?
Scum. Would you rather?
Okay.
Would you rather Scum lose 3 games before the game, or would you rather have us knock them out of the playoffs in November?
I want them to win every game until they see us. That's what I. Oh no, because listen, there's a lot of Ohio State haters that are my friends. I call them Ishigans.
It's
And so my point would be is back off of this. If Underwood is capable of carrying you guys for the rest of the season, I want to see him. Cause I'm just saying,
Yeah, I mean, to be quite honest, I don't care which one. I mean, I would love both, to be quite honest. I would love for them to lose 3 games and then we come around and beat them in the next week. But I would also love to be the reason they don't make the playoffs.
yeah,
right? Beat
that
the
would be
So,
dirt
something.
off of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
come on,
so
man.
I
Just
don't
beat the
care which
dirt
one
off
it
of them.
is. I don't care which one it is. Like, every team that plays Scum, I'm rooting for them to beat Scum. I don't care if they lose. I don't care if they like. I'm rooting for them until they come. And when they come face us, I'm rooting for Ohio State to beat their faces in.
Hey
That's all
guys,
I
Yeah.
care about.
no matter what happens, guys, let's just be happy we're not Penn State right now.
Oh yeah,
Oh
because the
wow! You
losses
just
to
put a dagger in
Iowa,
it. You put a
the
dagger in Penn State, son. What'd you do that for?
Because we got
We
this
wasn't
guy that
even
pops.
there yet. We wasn't
Dude,
even there yet. We
we
wasn't
we
even there.
we got this guy that keeps trolling us. That keeps coming in Penn State sports talk. He comes in all the time and talks all this trash. So I want to stick it to him before he gets in here and
I
starts talking
mean,
about him.
we ain't lying though, because at the end of the day, with Penn State, did we not warn you about what was going to happen with Jim Knowles? Did we not warn you?
Hey, Coach Rock.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. I got a plane ticket, man. You out of Columbus, Ohio, in the what do they call it? Death Valley or what? I don't,
Happy
Penn
Valley.
State Station or Happy Valley. Oh, it's happy now. They're happy.
They ain't
They
happy
should
now.
be happy. They should be extremely happy. I need you to get off the train. Matter of fact, ain't gonna be a plane. It's gonna be a train. But you don't get off the train. You walk over there and you talk to the donkeys and
Oh
just
yeah.
see if that works for you. That's all I got, man. Because I mean, Penn State it's a basket case now. I
They used to
mean,
be really good, man, and it's like
man,
to see how
yeah,
far you fallen is bad.
Hey,
it's,
if they get the right coach in there, they got the infrastructure to get.
ooh,
I know
John
that's the thing.
Gruden.
Yeah.
You gonna get John Gruden? Who you
You know what?
gonna
That's
get?
one guy.
Rule? You think Rules? He does the same
No,
thing every year anyway.
he ain't gonna go
So
there.
Yeah.
who you gonna get up in there?
Eli,
I mean,
the only type of names that realistically fit Kenny Dillingham, Manny Diaz, their former D coordinator, Eli Drinkwitz, or who was that guy that they brought up from Louisville?
Oh, Jeff Brom.
they
Yeah.
don't want another Louisville person. That's where Franklin came from,
No,
Louisville.
he
No,
came from Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt.
He
He
came
Vanderbilt.
from
came from
They
Vanderbilt.
don't.
but
Yeah, he came from
here's the
Vanderbilt.
thing.
They don't want another Vanderbilt
Nobody's
coach.
talking about Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin don't want to coach in the Big Ten.
No, he won't come there.
No, he won't go.
Florida,
Ooh.
Florida fans want him bad. They're trying
Oh,
to.
they want him like it's like candy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So Lane Kiffin is afraid of the Big Ten. They're afraid. He's afraid of Ohio State. So if he goes to Florida, he has a chance to beat like a Georgia. You see what I'm saying on the Alabama?
Hey,
He ain't got a chance in HELL to beat Ohio State in the next 10 years. So
He
he
won't.
don't sign that contract, son.
hey, we got
Don't sign
Tam
that
Talise
contract.
in the house. I want to give a special shout out to Tam, Buckeye Bills girl.
That's my
Shout out to you,
producer.
girl. Shout out to
Lady
you.
Lady Buck in the house.
Now, guys, before everybody gets confused, there are two Lady Bucks. So there's the one that always comes in here. Then there's the one that's Bill's producer, and I tell you what, she knows her stuff. Her and TG, I swear, were probably separated at birth because I think they're sisters. I mean, the way they know the stuff that both of them
The
know.
no. The Ladybug. That's who I meant to say. The Ladybug.
The Ladybug. Okay. The Ladybug.
The Ladybug.
The
Just like
Ladybug.
the Ohio State. That's what
The,
we working with.
the
You know,
Ladybug and the Wolverine Slayer, I swear, are related somehow because they act just like each other. Because I tell you what, both these ladies know
they know,
know their
they know.
stuff.
They know. If you know, you know. I'm gonna say this, and I want to just thank you guys for inviting me into your home. I love this conversation. It was very special to me that you just asked me to be on. I've enjoyed every second of it. I'm talking about every second of it. And I just wanted to say thank you guys. I
Hey,
appreciate it.
you're welcome. And you know
You're
what?
welcome.
The reason why we asked you is because you do things the right way. You're just a Buckeye fan who was like us, who wanted a shot to do a little podcast and just give their feelings out and chat with some friends and cut it up and just have a good time. You're an honest guy. You work hard. You do things the right way. You're a great
Hmm.
fan, and we love you, man. And everybody, please, if you're on Facebook, check check our boy out here, man. Because I'm saying he's gonna be a future star, man. He's just
Yeah.
getting known now. He's just getting his foot in the door. But I tell you what, he's gonna kick that door down, and he's gonna have one of the best podcasts possible on TV.
And look, we would love to have you back here and even do some podcast
All right. You
collaborations.
tell the Godfather. You tell the Godfather I said thank you.
The Podfather.
Yeah.
Tell, tell
Yeah.
the Podfather I said thank you very, very much.
Hey, no problem. And listen here, Jack. Yes, your Indiana will. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. Indiana was the last team I expected to be the number 2 team. Like with Shaun, if they had told you that Indiana was gonna be the number 2 team, would you have believed it, or would
I
you
would
say
say
that they was smoking on pot?
I wouldn't say number two, but I did predict them in Ohio State playing in the championship game. So I thought I didn't know they'd be at number two because I didn't know
Yeah, that's what I'm
Miami.
talking about. Number 2 in the nation as a top tier school. That's what I'm talking about. Like you would have think somebody smoking on some acid
And
right there. I'm
ain't
like,
Oregon
Spaghetti,
at
man.
5 or something? Oregon's like ranked 5, right?
Oregon's back.
You got Ohio State,
6, I
Indiana,
think.
Oregon at 6. Okay, at 6. Okay.
Dude, that's awesome. Look how
And
great
then
our Big
the
Ten is.
SEC got like 10 teams in the top 25, but they
And
all
none of them
down there.
deserve. None of them
Right.
deserve it really.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, I kind of ruled on the Texas one because now people can say like we got a rank win at least because now you can't say
Right.
no dumb stuff.
Well,
And
Exactly.
plus, if Indiana and Ohio State were to face up, I think it'd be a pretty good matchup. But I think Kirk Cignetti would have learned his lesson about don't talk trash to Ohio State unless you want your teachers being
Please.
bad. Don't.
Please. Matter of fact, I'm putting a kibosh on anything on the radio coming up to Ohio State.
I'll tell you what. One thing about Indiana, though,
Kibosh.
one thing about Indiana that has this year that they didn't have last year is they got a defense. They got a
Yeah.
real good defense, and they're flying around. And I'll tip my hat to Kirk Cignetti, man. I like his attitude. I like the way he comes in. You don't want to
He
back
got
down to
his new
nobody.
contract.
No,
He got his
let me
new
tell you something. You
contract.
don't have to back down.
Yeah,
But
but
understand when you talk trash to certain people,
exactly.
Yeah.
like
Yes,
Ohio State, you better be ready because
Might get
then they're
your
gonna take that
hands,
seriously.
but
They're gonna take. They're gonna be like, oh, okay.
understand? So, so
Like talk your
I'm
trash
just saying.
when you
I'm
back
just
it
saying.
up. Like
I'm
listen here,
just
he can
saying.
talk trash to everybody else. He can talk trash to everybody else because he can back it up against all of them. Don't talk trash to Ohio
Yeah.
State unless you want belt to ASS.
You feel me? You feel me? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, spit that knowledge out. I'm talking about that TG knowledge up in here. Y'all know nothing about that TG knowledge because she be like spitting it out like what, and what.
Y'all
Love
know
it.
I do because I
I
love coming
love
up
it.
in here
I
with the
love it.
facts. I will spit it like no tomorrow.
Yeah, I love it, man. Hey, you woke me up. I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna have to do this and that. Yep. She
And
got me on point. I'm good. Let's roll.
do you get any more questions for Buckeye Bill before we get out of here? It's been about an hour. About ready to.
Yeah, no, I ain't got no more questions. I'm just gonna say thank you for coming on, Buckeye Bill, and I hope to see you more in the future.
Before I let
Yes,
you go,
ma'am.
Bill. Before I let you
All
go,
right.
brother.
Thank you guys. Thank you
Please
very
tell
much.
everybody where they can find you, man.
Okay, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, um, TikTok, and YouTube. We go live November the 8th. So
All right.
right now we're just doing recordings, but look for it because I'm gonna have you guys on my show also because I love your content. I love y'all's personalities. It's a pleasure being with you guys, and thank you very much.
Hey, anytime you need us,
Oh yeah.
and we got other shows too that we can get. You're welcome to come on again, man. You got an open invitation, and maybe next
Wonderful.
time we'll get you and the Lady Buckeye.
The
The
you
Lady
got
Buckeye.
to put the "the" in there. That the Lady Buck.
And we'll
You
have
got
you
to put
both
the
come.
"the."
We'll have you both come on. We all four of us can chop it up together. What do you think
That'd be
about
wonderful. That'd be wonderful.
Bill?
That would be special right there. We won't be able to talk. You know that, right? We
Hey,
ain't gonna be able to talk. We can just listen.
everybody, before the show started, we were having some technical problems, me and Bill, trying to get things figured out, and things didn't get fixed till both the ladies got on the phone and figured it out. So, I mean, they figured it out while me and Bill
Kudos,
were.
kudos,
Oh, yeah.
kudos,
So, I mean,
kudos.
they figured it out while me and Bill were stumbling around.
Yeah, we just sitting around like, okay, well, what are we gonna do then? What are
Yeah.
we gonna do?
Oh yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, it's something that happens. Like technical difficulties, it wouldn't be the OHR podcast without some set of technical difficulties.
So we learned to roll through it. So it's
Yeah, and here's our man Eric right here. Night, buddy.
good night, Eric. To our
Good night,
producer, our
Hey,
third
thank you very much.
Buck Vader. Thank you for all that you do for us. You're a third amigo on here. He's behind the scenes. And guys, please check out our Patreon channel, the Ohio Podcast Patreon channel. Message
Yes.
boards are killing it. You can stream live. You can stream the game on Sunday. Saturday. You can watch the game on Saturday. Friday night, we've been doing a cool like party atmosphere where Eric and Chris will have whatever college game on Friday. We have it on live.
Yeah.
We all jump in the podcast in the chat room and we just cut it up. Everything gets
What
talked
time
about.
is that? What time is that? So, some of my
8:00 on
viewers can
Friday.
jump in there. 8
Yep.
o'clock.
But you
There
guys
go.
gotta have
And
the
and trust
$5.
us, guys. And trust us, guys. Don't only forget that, but by the end of the season, you will see Shaun do his show where he's looking back at games with former Buckeye players. You guys can also catch me doing catching up with our Buckeyes in the NFL and their NFL teams. And Shaun, I'm not gonna lie, Justin got some bad news right now because he got trashed by the Jets owner. I mean, trashed.
I'll tell you what, guys.
My Garrett Wilson. I'm hurting for him.
This offseason.
Listen here. I don't think they had the perfect offense on top of the fact that they didn't have this team fully built because he was the only receiving weapon. And it's like, what did you expect? Exactly?
And what did you expect Justin to do?
Yeah, but he's going to keep getting trashed because it's like Justin's not everybody's favorite quarterback. And it's like, you can't keep defending him. We've been like 5 years in the NFL and you're still having the same problems. It's like, it's one of those where it's like, bro, I feel so bad for Justin to a point where
He's
it's
not
like,
our Sleester.
No.
He's not our Sleester.
No, but look, he's gonna keep getting.
Don't be acting like he's our Sleester.
Listen, he's gonna keep getting the hate.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
He's gonna keep getting the hate. I mean, he got benched. He's gonna keep getting hate. I mean, this man got benched after his second worst performance against the Panthers.
I'm just saying now. Come on.
No, brought up our Sleester.
Okay. Yeah, don't hurt my heart.
No, I don't. Listen here. I spent my entire time. I would continue to defend Justin, but at the same time, I can understand when people kind of get frustrated with him. But it's like, brother, at some point, you got to show up, man.
Art Sleester's nowhere. Justin Fields is nowhere.
Don't act like he's our Sleester.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Everybody in the chat, thank you for your support. Buckeye Bill, we love you. Vader, thank you, my brother, for all that you do for us. Eric and Chris, thank you for giving me and TG a platform to do this crazy show that we love. And, you know, guys, if it wasn't for you guys coming here every week, me and TG wouldn't be able to do this. So to everybody out there, thank you. And you know what? How do we always end this, TG?
We bucked up.
O-H-I-O. Go
Scum
Bucks
still
and
sucks.
Scum still sucks, baby.
Yeah, I love that.
Everybody have a